I'm excited. We have the Vemico 8 GB Raspberry Pi 5. Although I have a lot of electronic devices, I don't have a Raspberry Pi 5. Do have some 4s and some of my other devices. But let's get to it. Drum roll. This device was sent to me courtesy of the parent company of Vemico. Thoughts and opinions are my own. They did not get to see this prior to publishing. Let's see here. And this is the first time that I have opened it. No cheating. All right. Packaging, bubble wrapped, very secure. We do have a screwdriver here. Okay. We will need that. Red bubble wrap. I like the touch. All right. Raspberry Pi 5 getting started. Features and such. All right. As expected. We do have a rather nice Vemico charger. Okay. It does have a chip inside to help regulate charging and give the Raspberry Pi the power that it needs, as it does draw a little bit more than the 4. But that is good, considering that it has 3 to 4 times the power. Power, meaning computing power. All right, so we have that set up. Move that to the side. What else do we have here? All right, we do have a fan heatsink combination. That is important depending on what we are going to be running on here. And of course, we have our warranty. Thank you for your purchase and such. Very helpful. All right. So inside of this bag, we do have some thermal pads. We will need those. And after this, we will be installing Raspberry Pi OS. Oh, come here. You got this. Let's get out of the bag. It's time. All right, one out. And the last man standing. There you go. Okay, that is good to go. And we have some handy dandy instructions. All right. So we do have a. Let's get situated. This is either A or B. So A and B appear to be just about the same size. Maybe A is a little bit larger than B. Okay, so this is A, B. C is just about square. And this is D. All right. Let's take our Raspberry Pi out. Looks like it's in good shape, not damaged. Toss that. And we will orient according to the picture. One other thing that you will need is a SD card. So I do have, or a micro SD card. So I do have that. It's already in my computer. And by the way, spoiler alert, the micro SD card does go here underneath the Raspberry Pi. All right. So let's follow said instructions. All right. So we have everything laid out. We have our Raspberry Pi oriented, and we will start with the stickies. All right, so A actually goes in the middle here. So we'll place that there. Very sticky, be careful. Our B seems to go, bring this a little closer. Oops. All right, so our B goes over here. So let's do that. Okay. Okay. B is oriented. All right, our C goes in the top left. And I'm only taking off one side of the sticker, not both just yet. Okay. And D goes up top here. All right, thermal pads are important in order to disperse the heat properly. If you don't put them in, the heat sink will not be effective, i.e. your Raspberry Pi 5 might fry. And you don't want a fried Raspberry Pi, unless it's in real life and it has a little bit of sugar on top. Then you would want a Raspberry Pi 5 fried. Otherwise, let's proceed. All right, so let's just take off the other side of the sticky and we will place our active cooling. Okay, we are good to mount here. All right, and I do see we are going to mount in the top right corner. All right, so let's see about that. Interesting. Okay. So there is a tiny little cover. I don't know if you can see that. So you will need to take that off. That has been removed. And once again, we will have 2 screws. But what I'm going to do is plug it in first. Should have probably gotten my tweezers here. That's not a bad thing. All right, we will make sure that our cord is out of the way. I do see where my screw holes are going to go. And be careful with the sticky pads. Okay. We are just about there. Okay. Let's take a look one more time. Okay, so let me just align for this top screw here. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, so don't get confused with this hole here at the top. Not the yellow one. You want to go inside of that. All right, very good. I feel like I am aligned. Okay, that works. Okay, so they're just push pins. Okay, so we came through the other side. I'm sure you can see that. So I did have to be very, very, very careful here. And now we have 1 screw to go. I do have a little bit of thermal pad hanging over, so I will need to adjust for that. It's more me, not them. Okay. So I'm being gentle. Gentle but forceful. All right, I came through. So make sure that you come through on both sides, but be careful not to damage the board. I'm going to route my cable a little bit differently here. Tuck it, and I should be good to go. All right. Now it is just about game time. All right, so now time for the iOS loading. Not iOS, but Pi OS loading. Let's get her done. Let's shift over to the computer here. All right, so if you go to raspberrypi.com/software/ on the end, I do have a Mac, or you can download for Windows or Linux, whatever is relevant for you. I have already downloaded the Raspberry Pi imager, and separately, I will need to download Raspberry Pi OS. So let's figure out what flavor of OS we are going to do. And actually, I may not need to do that, because inside of the imager, I noticed, let me pull that up, swing it over. It does let you choose an OS already out of the package. So we're going to go with the Raspberry Pi OS 64-bit. I filled out some of this. I'm going to, and I've already placed my micro SD card inside of my Mac here. So that's what I will select, choose next. For your customizations, you can choose whatever host name you want. I'm just going to choose Hello World. Weird little option here on the Raspberry Pi side of things. I was not able to find my capital city, but maybe just me, small bug. Choose a username and choose a password. All right, for your network, you will want to enter your network information. Enable SSH, that is definitely recommended. That's how I will be connecting to this device. I did read about the Enable Raspberry Pi Connect. However, I will not be doing that at this time, but it is interesting. We'll let you connect to your device from anywhere, just via a browser. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so now we are about to write the image. So let's choose write. Note, you will erase all of the data on this. And let me share my full screen. All right, so in order to connect to the Raspberry Pi for the very first time, you're going to need to type SSH. SSH. Your username, mine is Pi5 in this case. The @ symbol, my network that I chose in the configurations Hello World. And then .local. Hit enter. And it may ask you if you would like to leave your fingerprint, and you would just type yes. And in this case, it's just asking for my password that I set up in the configuration. So here I am. So if you just want to type something like ls to list what is going on, or maybe type W to know who you are, top to see the processes, it is indeed running. I like it. So we did get the OS installed, and I will be adding some things to it in the future. But for now, I will cut it off here. Until next time.